first down. He's got the hook up to the zone. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
A gain of 15. First down, Falcons.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Bring it! Bring it!
Well, one for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Ready! Back 25! Check, check. Walk 54, walk 54. Wild bill, wild bill.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
First down, Atlanta.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second and 12. Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Ready, Blue 80! Back 25! 51! Go! It's me and you. It's just me and you.
On third and 1, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early when you're down the distance count.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone set. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Damian Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
Newton to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
So we got man.
Now it's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Alan Lazard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they're going to stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. The first carry now. This is Johnson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make it.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Austin Hooper. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Running with a fullback, Alex Arma. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
At the 8-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he finds him in. It's McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? Check, 55 to Mike. All day, baby, all day, all day.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Panthers first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here I come.
On the toss, here's Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready? Ready? Come off the ball. Ready?
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Match by 4. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Ready? Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Man, that's trash. Hey, express.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Falcons.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out.
Yeah, they're going to get him. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the fourth quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Like 25! Like 54! I want that! Give me that ball, defense! Give me the race!
They'll throw on first down to Bryant. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Mavis first, this now from 42 yards out. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe! Don't let him...
Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Right here, right here.
Here's Ryan. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. In for the score. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler, forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats him on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. And what a nice job he did to fall in the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field, and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. And they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On first down, it's Newton. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. Here's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Like 25. 54. Bring it. Let him go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Ryan. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty... You know, I'm excited about the big plays. Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Freeman the first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. Eat. Blue down. Go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Watch the curl. Ready.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. This well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll get it out quickly to Kirkwood. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Greer, and he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Got a man, it's right. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard
Go
line.
now. 60 or 55. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Greer. Right side. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, Greer. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. Gee, you figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Get it.
He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Keith Kirkwood, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also
very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. I got to tell you, I'm beyond impressed with what I've seen from this team.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Ryan. And he'll find Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Know your job.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
I smell fear in that offense. Say.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Freeman. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a run with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Hey, ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it.
And they will take a knee here.
Mike 25. Mike 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna do anything.
And they take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.